Well, this is Lisa. Our Celebrity Beyond cruise is wrapping up, and I've had the pleasure of having Miss Gail Tedder with me as my partner in crime, and also to get her opinion on some of the things maybe I wasn't able to attend, or if we were both there, if she had a different opinion than I did. So we're going to hear from her right now and get her honest opinions on what she thought of the cruise. Miss Gail, hello.
Hello.
Um, Basically, just wanted to highlight some of the points when someone is interested in a cruise with celebrity. Our embarkation was a little eventful. Our Uber driver, finally we helped him find his way here. But how do you think the embarkation, as far after we got out of the Uber onto the celebrity embarkation site?
It was a breeze. We just sailed right through the check-in and right onto the ship. That was probably the easiest embarkation I've ever experienced.
I agree, and I like the fact that they were able to take our picture when we got here.
Yes.
Yeah, when we got here. Okay, good. Do you think you should arrive a day before or the day of a cruise?
Yeah, I think the day before is the best bet because you have no control over the airlines if you're flying in. Now, if you live in Florida and you're driving, of course, come the day of. But if you're flying in, then I've experienced it in the past where my flight got bumped and we had to scramble to try and get another flight with another airlines and get our baggage. And people were screaming and, we're not going to make it, we're not going to make it. So, yes, definitely come the day before.
And we were able to do some things the day before. Our time was a little limited, but I still had a good time the day before.
Yeah.
So, and met some interesting people from the area. Okay. What do you think of our cabin, the category, the size of it? I know you had some remarks about, the storage and things like that.
It's amazing. I sailed on the Mariner of the Sea in April of this year, and the storage in this room far exceeded that ship. The drawer space, the closet space, the hangers that they gave you to hang your clothes up, because I always bring additional hangers. I didn't have to use them.
Oh, you and I both used their hangers. We didn't have to use any of ours. Well, I know Royal Caribbean, the Mariner of the Seas, is an older ship than this. And this one, the Celebrity Beyond, first sailed in 2022. So there is a big difference in that. And I think maybe they've learned some things with those older ships as far as the storage and that. But I mean, you and I, we had more than enough.
Not enough storage,
I could have brought another suitcase. So
yeah, I think so too.
Okay. What about the beds, the pillows, things like that? I know when we got here, we had to have them separate the beds for us. So
that didn't. I mean, he got right on it. That wasn't an issue. I love the bed. It's very comfortable. The pillows are great. It's like sleeping with another body. They're so big.
I agree. I have not been uncomfortable at all. I know our stateroom attendant probably doesn't like me very much because I do not like tucked in sheets, and I pull them out every night and he's got to redo them, but still, very, very comfortable. Okay, food. Do you have a favorite food that you found or a favorite place?
Well, we dined at the Tuscan. We've dined at the Cosmopolitan. We've done the buffet. And I have to say the food, and the rooftop grill. And I have to say the food was excellent everywhere we went.
Yeah.
I didn't have a complaint about the food.
Yeah. Very, very, very good. My only complaint was that the Cosmopolitan, the food was okay. And the Cosmopolitan is the main dining room on the Celebrity Beyond. It is included with your cruise. So that was my only complaint, and a lot of that had to do, I think the food might have been a little better if it were served timely.
Yes.
Because I think it took us almost
Yeah.
two
The
hours there.
service was a little slow in that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I would try it again on another cruise. I would try it again. The Tuscan and the Cyprus, Normandy, Blue, La Petite Chef. Those are all, you gotta pay for those.
Yeah.
So the Cosmopolitan is included. So and Eden, there was Eden too, but that is also a pay
Yeah.
dining experience. Okay. Okay. Entertainment.
I loved all the entertainment.
They have a lot.
They have a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Very versatile, from comedians to, they had a violinist. She was excellent. They had a vocalist that was just amazing. That's a Las Vegas headliner. The acrobatics that the production team does was amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Made me a little nervous with the ship swaying, if they were going to fall off of some of the apparatus. But
yeah, I agree. One of the very first shows we seen, the comedian, what was his name? Oh my gosh. I will know it as soon as I hear it, but he was so funny.
Yeah.
So funny. I loved him. And I'm excited to see Arte tonight.
Yes.
So that's supposed to be the big production. So, okay. How about the pools and the solarium and the hot tub? We've done a little bit and the plunge pools. We've done a little bit of everything.
All. I enjoyed them all. And being able to talk with people in the area from different locations and hearing their travel stories. I'm one that I can talk to anybody, and I just love talking to people that have traveled different cruise lines, different countries, and I didn't meet anybody that was not sociable.
Mm-hmm. Including the captain.
Yeah.
That's something that we've seen on the cruise a lot, is a lot of the senior staff.
Yes,
Yeah.
very, very visible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and from the captain down, I told you with Cafe Al Baccio, my experience of, okay, I've got to be in class in 3 minutes, do you have my order or not? And one of the senior staff went over and got it for me and took care of me right there. So I believe it's phenomenal. I really do. I'm really surprised at how well they work together too.
Yes.
They do. So, okay. What about the bars? And did you come away with a new favorite drink or have a favorite drink?
Oh, well, the Mango Caribbean was pretty good. The mudslide was good. I think the pina colada was my go-to, though.
Yeah. Pina colada on a cruise is almost a go-to. The Miami Vice that was just a little too sweet for me, and I don't do a strawberry daiquiri just by itself. But the mudslide, that I felt like they were that had a little bit too much alcohol in it for me.
Didn't bother me. I drank that one right on down.
the was it French Caribbean that they?
Yeah, the French Caribbean.
It is a mango. Yeah. That is one of my new favorites, and go-to is always a pina colada on a cruise, so you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
So I do think that even though they have the Sunset Bar and the Mast Bar, other variety, I do like the and the Martini Bar is just famous, so but that bar where we found the French Caribbean, and we didn't find that until yesterday.
I know, that was the sports bar.
Yeah, the sports bar, that is an excellent little bar, and I felt very comfortable in there, even with it being right outside the casino. You would expect it to be loud, but it wasn't at all. So I think that's my favorite bar. Sunset Bar is hard to beat too, though, outside.
Yeah. And they had an entertainer there that was very good.
Yeah.
I like the fact that they have entertainment in all the little bars. And the silent disco. That was so much fun.
Yeah, we're doing that tonight. We're going to do that tonight, the last one, and they've done that. Is it 3 or 4 times? At least 3.
This will be 3, yeah.
3? Okay, yeah. Okay, what about the people at the martini bar? That is a specialty for celebrity. So, um, even if you're not a martini drinker, what do you think about the atmosphere and that?
Very fun. And the bartenders were amazing with their, I don't even know what, the way they flipped the bottles around and caught them. And it was like they were jugglers, and
Yeah,
they were very entertaining.
they were part of the entertainment,
Yeah.
I think, too. So, yeah, very good. Okay, yeah, you experienced the magic carpet
Yes.
a little bit.
Yeah.
What about that?
I liked it. I wish that it would be able, if you could be on it while it moved up and down.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been a true experience.
Yeah.
But you have to, it's stationary on each floor when it moves. You have to get off and then get back on once it's stationary again.
Yeah. It is a quiet, out of the way place. I got out there one morning, just right after breakfast. Kind of, there was nobody right when it first opened,
Yeah.
and it was very peaceful, very calm, and it had great views. I loved that.
Yes, it's definitely an unobstructed view.
Yeah. We really didn't get to experience the outdoor theater too much, but what do you think of the opportunity to do that?
Well, when they play the football games, I think if you're a football fan, that would be the place to watch it because the screen is huge.
Yeah.
I sent a picture to my son-in-law. This is where you need to watch football.
All right. How was your spa experience?
It was very good up to them pushing the products.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's very hard to tell them no.
Yeah.
But the massage itself was fantastic.
Right. Okay. Let's see. I would like to have, they had a girls' night in the thermal suite, and I did not see that come up on our calendar, so I wonder if that didn't get canceled. But I would have liked to have been able to experience the thermal suite. And that would have just been an activity. Probably would have had some upsell to it too.
Yeah.
But I would have at least liked to see that. The massage that I had a massage and a facial. She was very good. I was just very adamant that I got to be somewhere in 15 minutes, and I still have to change.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so she didn't push too much. So, but yes, I would do it again. Just we didn't plan to do that. So
Yeah.
but
It was kind of
was
a
a
spur of
nice-
a moment deal, but it was definitely worth it.
Mm-hmm. I think so. But okay. We had a little bit of luck in the casinos and a little bit not so much luck.
Well, you had luck. I didn't have luck. But then I don't have luck at the casinos anyway, so.
Well, they have a good variety of slot machines. It is not a large casino at all. And they did have some table games.
Yeah.
So, like I said, not large, but I mean, I never felt crowded or anything like that. And you can only do that on a sea day. You can't do it while you're in port. So, what about our ports? Now, we did not get off in Puerto Rico.
Yes.
What did you think of Perfect Day?
I loved it. It was very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And the buffet that they set up was excellent.
Yes.
You had a big variety of food, and that was something that the ship did.
Mm-hmm.
They took all their stuff there and cooked it and served it.
Yeah,
And
that
then
was
they
included.
brought everything back to the ship, which is amazing.
Yeah. I think if we'd had little ones with us too, that would have been a good spot
Yeah.
for them. We just kind of briefly got to do that, and then we went out to I can't remember the name of the lagoon, Chill Lagoon or Chill Bay, something like that. Yeah, we just went there and did a little bit of shopping. I found my souvenir mug. So and the food again was excellent. The food, the drink card. All of that, it all works there.
Yes.
Your CPAS works there, just like it does on the ship. So, what about shopping? I know you bought a few things.
How about some rings? Yeah, they had a good selection, so.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait till we can assemble our
Yeah,
charms.
we got all the freebies
Yeah.
that they offered.
Mm-hmm.
Every time they offered it, we were there in line, so.
That was just a added little surprise. I knew
Yes.
they did some, but they did a lot.
Yeah.
So, okay. The crew. What do you think of your interactions with the crew?
They're very friendly, very personable. They're always making eye contact. Good morning, good afternoon.
Yeah.
Always there to get you your drink or whatever you need.
Mhm.
I have no complaints about the crew whatsoever.
Yeah, I agree. My interaction, of course, we tried to do the room service, and that got missed, which could potentially be a very big miss.
Yeah.
On part, for the staff. For us, it really wasn't an issue. We just ran right up to the buffet, but it being our last day on the ship, we weren't able to experience what it was going to be like to have the continental breakfast in the room. So for some people that could be a huge problem. I'm very understanding of it, but the fact that they brought us the bottle of wine,
Yes.
and then personally came by, not just our cabin steward, but his boss is what he said.
Yeah.
Come by and to apologize and to see if there was anything else, and it's completely understandable. So
Yeah.
and that in itself is nice.
Yes.
That they care enough to come by themselves. Okay, last thing, any negatives?
The only negative that I experienced was on the doors. They need push and pull signs. Because evidently I'm challenged. And whenever it was a push, I was pulling. Whenever it was a pulling, I was pushing. So,
Yeah.
And I did notice that on the decks, a lot of the ice machines, the last part of the cruise, seemed to be out of service. But they did have bins of ice that you could get ice with.
Yeah.
But the machine itself that dispenses the ice was out of service. And that's the only negative I experienced.
Yeah, that was one of my negatives too. In the buffet area, where you get your coffee, you get your water, you get your tea, you get your juices, you get your ketchup, mustard, all in that same area. They had one ice and water machine.
Yeah.
And the line would back up so far. Now there was another area that you could go to get it around by the desserts. You could do that, but it's not visible.
Yes.
Unless you walk past it.
Right.
So the line was always right there in the center of the buffet. It was just always a line, and people would fill up 2 and 3 glasses with ice or water, and the line would just grow. So that is my negative. Also the like you said, the doors. I mean, to leave our door, we have to push out.
Yes.
To go into a bathroom, which you cannot see if the bathroom's occupied or not. You just have to try the handle.
Right.
And so you push those in, okay, or out or in. I think we've pretty much got it down now, but we're getting ready to leave.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But I want to thank you so much for doing this and doing this with me.
I appreciate the opportunity to be on the cruise with you.
All right. Well, let's go our last night here, see what we can find.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Gail, and I hope you guys find something from this that you can take away. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I'm Lisa, AdagioDreamVacations.com. You can go on there to my calendar, schedule a time to set up and talk with me about your celebrity vacation. Thanks.